Ready, set, go.
You all set up?
Yeah.
You ready to go?
Yes.
What do you got earmuffs on for? We're only moving dirt, bro.
No, we need my mod.
Morning, everybody. D-Day, dirt day. Just getting all the gear set up. Peter Boy's going to give us a hand.
We don't accept.
Yeah. So, alright, quickly, sorry. We've got, I've used this, just you would have seen that at the beginning of the shot there. Just gave it a trial run the other week. A packet of this was spread between the back and front yards, just in certain spots. Temps are just starting to get warm enough for it to germinate, so it's starting to take, which just forced my hand with this top dress. I was going to do it in September, but it's warm enough now. Everything to just get established. We've had enough rain, enough moisture's in the ground, ready to go. So the grass is just going to be jumping out. Got these ones I'm going to try. They're pure Kaiku seeds, whereas the Kaiku premium blend, whatever you want to call this one, has a lot of ryegrass in it, which is great to establish the, like get it all kicked off and going, but it's only like 10% Kaiku in that other one, whereas the pure Kaiku one is obviously 100% or 90% or something like that. I'll have to read the pack, but I'll give it a go once I trial it all out, and I'll let you guys know what it's all about, how it worked, how quickly it germinates, because it reckons within 5 days for one of them, and the other one's within 7 you'll get germination. So yeah, 5 to 7 days of that one, 6 to 8 days, sorry, for the pure Kaiku. So we'll wait and see. All of that's based on water, how much water you can keep up to it, and obviously natural rainfall. Just go and make sure the boys are all right out there. It's usually pretty good, but it's not worth the risk, is it?
This is my jack.
Is that your truck?
Yeah.
No way.
We need my wheelbarrow and my jack.
Well done. Come and get your wheelbarrow. Same price for this small little pack compared to this big pack. Only does 46 square metres. 100 square metres of this. But then obviously if you're going to go for a new, you can halve them figures. So for a new lawn, you'd have to halve the figures. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, bud? Okay. Come up and grab your wheelbarrow. I'm going to get mine. Alright, so we're just getting everything we need. For the top dress, I'm going to go through the process of what I do. It's not what everyone does, but it's what I found works the best for me and all the yards that I do. Yeah, big worm, put him back in the dirt, mate. Put him in the garden. Quick, pick him up. Go get your shovel and you can put him in the shovel and then go put him in the garden. Alright, so what else do we need? I'll grab this little rake, not really going to need it. But it's just... Yeah, right. It's just this little one, I'll show you as I'm going through, but I like around the edges, just for neat finishes. This is for the bulk, this big topsoil spreader. Mulching fork is for the bulk of getting rid of the dirt. The shovel's for at the end when you're getting down to the end of the pile. That's just my method of doing it. You'll see in the video, but I like to fill up the wheelbarrow, spread it all. Heathy, being friendly. And yeah, so like to spread all the topsoil. I don't really spread it as I'm going. I just start to, after a while you'll learn, just realise you'll be looking into the glare there. You'll realise the amount you need. So you dump a whole wheelbarrow load down. You'll see in the video as it goes, it just looks like little anthills everywhere, and then you spread it from there. And sometimes when you're doing it, it's good to take the shovel, spread it quickly, and then with the topsoil spreader, just get it nice and even. I'll show you my method. A lot of other people tend to grab it from the wheelbarrow and then bend down and throw it, and that's all right until you got to move 10 cubes of it. That's a back-breaking way of doing it. It's all right for little residentials like this. You could get away with it, but on acreages and things like that, not worth it. On acreages as well, there's an investment I'm looking at. It's like a wheelbarrow, and you can spread the topsoil straight out of it. It's like 2 wheelbarrows full in size. So hopefully all that makes sense. But I'll show you what we're looking at out here. Always lose this spot in winter, and that's the main area I'll be concentrating on with the top dress. So a lot of hollows, doesn't look as bad, and then you got holes getting dug from the pup, exposing all the bugs that are under there, and that's about it. Alright, well I'm going to get out the front. Sounds like some commotion going on out there. I'll get this set up and you'll watch and learn. Thanks guys, bye. Thanks mate. Oh, you can do it. Yeah, pass the mulch before. What? Do you want any gloves, buddy?
No, me and that over. You just need my visa. That's my visa. You don't need visa. This actually has this one. This one is mine. Look, we don't listen.
Well done. Okay, that's all right. They were too big, were they? All right, all good. Okay, just quickly, the rain's actually helped even more clump all this together. It still will work with that mulching fork when it is fully dry. You just got to get a good amount on that mulching fork. If you're just going for little amounts, it will fall straight through. But obviously, all varieties of mulch works perfect, and top dress when you're taking good amounts. So I'm going to get this spread. I'll get the mounds happening out the back here, and then I'll show you how it all sort of works. So might leave it on that, get all the mounds out here, show you what I'm doing, and you'll see the spacing before I start spreading it, and then we'll go from there. Enjoy. I wasn't actually expecting her to help. She's on the front step putting on her shoes at the minute. Look at her go. So what are you doing? Thinking she was going for a walk? She's going to help.
I came out because you're halfway finished already.
Yeah. But. Okay. Alright, we're going to entrust Gabby to the topsoil spreading. See how she goes. It's going to be on film, so evidence. So I'm going to show her how to do it quickly, and then you guys can evaluate. Alright. Do we start far or close to ourselves, Gabrielle?
Far.
Oh, you learned something. Come on, grab that spreader. Don't need that other shovel, I'll need that.
Ha! Miss!
You just come. Alright, come over here, stop now.
Come, I've got a special job for you.
So painful. Alright, I'll just show you on these ones here so the camera picks it up. Don't you? And then you can start it there. Just spread it around in a star. You following?
Yep.
E.
Go.
Sorry.
Show me one. File.
I'll do this. Alright, doesn't matter if it's that big, that'll do it easy. Even out, I'll show you. Use it to see the screw.
Yeah.
Use it that way, so then you're not putting pressure on the screw.
What's the screw?
That screw.
Oh.
Yeah.
Turn around.
You can see that hollow where I just filled it. So as you're doing it, just look. And wherever you need more, you can push into it and spread it. And then just release it over where it's hollow. Finish off smoothly at the end, yeah?
Yeah.
Little bits of grey blades of grass is poking through. You see she's gone through it. Good spreading, He. Great helping, bud.
You keep doing that for mummy. Good job.
I'll just Okay, Daggy, I'm just going to show you guys one of my methods of applying this seed. I'm just going to do it on a little area here, nice little patch, just to show you, and obviously carry that same process for the rest of the lawn. I don't think you really need to see the whole lot, just as long as you get the practice here. See this, I'll water it in, I'll show you exactly sort of what I do. This area too is a bit better, it's semi-shaded as opposed to where it is out in the sun, starting to warm up, so you want to really keep the water up to it. Just keep the soil wet, not drenched, just wet as a general rule, and you'll get germination. I tested it out, did bugger all with it, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, and it was just every afternoon I'll come home, I'll give it a light water, just a real light water, and that's all it needed, because by then, especially in this area, the shade was there. 3 o'clock in the arvo usually I was home, so had a few hours just to dry out before night time, but had enough in there to get everything growing overnight. So what I'm hoping for this afternoon is a bit of storm action to help wash this in, but otherwise when you're top dressing, definitely water it in. You don't want it to let it dry for especially any longer than 2 days, and especially if it's warmer temperatures than what we currently have. You will burn your grass. It has got a fair amount of nitrogen in it, this soil. It's a special garden mix I get made up through the nursery with a bit of extra nitrogen put in there. And it's a bit more coarse rather than a fine, like a sand or a loam, like a sandy loam or something like that. It's just more of a coarse dirt, which I like and tend to find it's better with dogs and kids to establish and get a real good growth happening with the roots, gives it something to bite into. It's just something I use and do. Not saying you have to, but it's just what I do. So out here, I'll level off again. I've got out the front. I'll go and show you quickly because I probably won't get much more footage. And out here, I'm just waiting for the sun to dry it out. Obviously we got that 10 or 15 mil last night, and at the bottom of this pile, very thick, very muddy, making it hard to spread this line a little bit. You'll see out here just how much more it actually absorbs into the ground. So you got all on this side where you see that shade at this time of year, no sun hits here, that's why this all dies off and you end up with winter grass. You can keep on top of it with sprays, but I tend to do it naturally, just pull it out every year and let it all grow back. It's going to come back, you can see where that shade's going to come in. The sun's going to start coming in. The more the days keep going, the further this creature's back, and then eventually it's only there, the garden bed's the only thing that's in the shade. Everything else gets full sun, so a few weeks time everything here will be nice and lush, but you can just see in certain areas where I'm a bit thicker, but it's just like, I'll show you. It's starting to dry out already, but you can see it's still a bit muddy. Once that dries out, it becomes a bit more sandy, dirty. I'll spread it a bit more thinly over the whole lawn. There's a little area just over near the ute that I've got to fill in, but otherwise that's about as thick as I want here. Out the back was thicker because I'm trying to build that up. Last season I was 4.5 inches out the front, and I think 3.5 was the most I could push it out the back before it went a bit ratty. Just didn't have enough to bite into soil wise, and wasn't real level. There was a lot of humps and dips, and that dog likes to dig. So yeah, we're getting there. I'll set this up, get some footage here, show you. It's real simple, and I'll explain it as I'm going through it. Cheers. Alrighty. First things first, whenever you get something new, I like chemicals, seeds, doesn't matter, whatever the pack is, give it a good shake, get all that goodness mixing around. Whatever's settled on the bottom, you don't know how long that's been sitting on a shelf for, and then it just, all that good stuff's right here, and these are the really good seeds, and you want them up here, you know. Just something that you get in the habit of doing. I'll get this hose set up so we're all good to go there. If you haven't got yourself a hose link already, do yourself a favour. Had them for years and they're a lifesaver, especially on a reel. I'll start getting affiliate links and all that happening to get 10% off, which will be nice. That'll come down the track once the viewers start going up a bit higher. I'll show you this quickly, just the method I do, and apply what you need to do for your own lawn. So I like to rake through, get it really right through, just down to the back where you know you're going to be applying these seeds. So you can see it's still a bit muddy here. Typically you want it to be a bit looser, so you can create little runs, you know, like with the teeth of the rake, and that's where you want it to go. And then it's just a matter of pushing it back over the top of the seeds. You want to try and create a nice level finish, because whatever you do now is sort of what it's going to be till they establish, and then obviously you can top dress to fill it in later. Try not to do what I just done and walk over it. It's these packs aren't too bad from Munns. I don't mind them. Definitely is fast grow. It germinated real quick without much work, without much effort. A bit hard to open with gloves, but it's a little built-in spreader. So I'll show you once I get it opened. See, always learning. Do this before you start the video. I'm going to need to use a tool. One sec, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. So I just ripped the whole top off because I know I'm using all this seed today. You know the coverage. Just have a quick look. I'm just mainly oversowing. This is sort of establishing, but I've already got some taking, so I'm not too concerned, especially when it was pretty ordinary soil there and it still took, so it's definitely going to grow. I'll keep tabs on this on the YouTube channel, and you can follow along. But yeah, 100 square metres, so this will cover the whole backyard pretty much, if I just wanted to lightly do it. But I'll just show you the purpose of the video. So, got the holes, follow it along, just give it a nice little sprinkle. And you don't have to do this section, you can do whatever you want. You know what I mean? Like spread it everywhere. It doesn't matter. Wherever you want it to tape. I knew there was some bare areas here, you know. So I'll rake that through, fold it over, real simple. This doesn't need to be complicated. All you got to do is be covering them back up. Be gentle with the rake. You don't want to be dragging it right through. You're going to have some like that, see? It's visible. And all you need to do is give it a good hosing, let them all settle. Come back through later, give it another light rake over the top, and away you go. Plenty of soil here to use, which is another reason I like to go a little bit thicker when you're applying the seed. So you've always got something to cover your work back over with. So that's all I do. Up one way, across the other. I'll do these ones very off camera, but it's just a matter of like set yourself up with a sprinkler system if you've got a large area, obviously. What you can do with these, I just like to set them down, and you can just let it sit. Cover your area. Usually. That's about it. So obviously you can be more direct with your spray. I just know all this is going to cascade down, the ground falls like this, and I'll just give it a nice light spray over the top. So I know down this side was bare, up underneath the magnolia was bare as well, so I'm going to fill in all there, and I'm going to be using this seed because it's got the ryegrass in it. So anywhere you got shaded areas, get that ryegrass down, it's going to grow anywhere, and a lot stronger, quicker than most grass types. Once that establishes, all the rest can creep in, especially through spring, and it's a matter of raising your height, keeping it going for winter. But yeah, I've got a little bit to fix up out here. It's gone all nice and loose now, so I'll be able to spread it and rub it right in. It was just a bit damp still this morning, making it hard to spread, and Gabby actually did a really good job, God love her. Nice to have an extra pair of hands when you're doing something like this. So I'll get all this sorted, sprinkle all this seed around, and then I'll hose it in at the end once I've tidied it all up. So hopefully you've got something from this episode. It was a bit of fun, something different. Got to get a new tyre for that bloody wheelbarrow. Should have told Gab to check it. Loaded it up with the full soil and then tore the bladder on the inside of the tyre. So I'll just get a puncture proof one. I'll just get the foam tyres. Don't have to worry about it. I've had one on that other one for years and it's still going strong. Easy to use on all surfaces, concrete, grass. Bit of a bonus tip there. Didn't really need to know it, but now you do. Thanks guys. Plenty coming on. Plenty happening. Going to look at upgrading even this. This is a really good petrol pressure cleaner. I found one, a little bit more money, a lot more pressure. This is like 7 horsepower. The one I'm looking at is 13 horsepower, so be worth it. So I'll get this going, tidy everything up, show you the photos at the end. Cheers guys, bye. Always rinse your tools off. And your play equipment. See you.